This problem is not super hard, but it looks very different from what we've seen before. So I'm given an expression to simplify, and then I'm also given a value for x, and then they give me this extra information that I don't really need, but just letting me know that this I is not a variable, or I is not a variable, it's the imaginary unit. So that's telling me probably at some point I'm going to have to work with I in this problem. So the first thing I need to do is plug in my x value. So I have a, which needs to stay a because I don't have a value for it. 17 is x, and then I have the square root of 1 minus 17. All of this is going to be squared. So I'm going to rewrite this as 17a. I'm going to simplify my radical, or begin to, so I have the square root of negative 16, and then we'll keep the squared on the outside. So I know the square root of negative 16 is 4i. I don't need to write plus or minus because I'm not using that as a step to solve an equation. So if you thought maybe there should be a plus or minus, there should not be here. So putting my squared on the outside, this is how far we've gotten. So I'm still working on what's inside that red parentheses. So 17 times 4 is 68. And I. So it could go IA, usually the I goes last, and then we're going to just square all of this. So since I have multiplication here and here, I'm going to distribute my squared over multiplication. So 68 squared is equal to 4,624, and then we have a squared, I squared. I see I squared. I know whenever I see I squared, I need to simplify that because it's equal to negative 1. So I'm multiplying this all by negative 1, giving me negative 4,624 a squared. That's completely simplified, which is what the directions asked me to do. So that is my final answer.